Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Let's wait for 1 or 2 more minutes. Then we'll start. I hope I'm audible. Please confirm. Okay. Thank you, Rudransh. So let's start. Okay. So let me introduce myself first. So, hello, everyone. My name is Sahil Garg, data science mentor at Geeks for Geeks. So, as we know, the World Cup is already started and excitements are on roof. So, let's add more excitement to this World Cup. Geeks for Geeks came up with this hackathon as World Cup Wizard, which is not just a hackathon. It's start of a revolution where we are revolutionizing the World Cup experience itself. I hope everyone excited to hear about it. As you guys have must have watched the ads of World Cup where Rishabh is motivating our Indian cricket players, right? Now, similarly, let's give some more motivation to our Indian team by leveraging our AI. As we are from data science, so let's use AI to motivate our Indian team. So in this hackathon also, we'll be focused on using and creating AI, which will be able to improve the excitement and engagement of more people with the World Cup. So let's understand how. Let me share the screen. So we have this World Cup Wizard hackathon where you can register by clicking on this link, which will end by the 31st of October. Now, in this World Cup, let's understand how we can leverage the AI to help with this improve the World Cup experience itself. Now, in this one, we came up with some of the example ideas such as smart player performance enhancement, cricket fan engagement, match prediction and analysis, injury prevention, and AI powered coaching assistance. Now, what do we mean by these topics? Now, smart player performance is something like where you're utilizing the past performances of the players and seeing how you can utilize that performance to create a team, like how you can choose which player is more fit to go into the World Cup. So how you can utilize and analyze the past data to give prediction or to give some recommendation for the players to enhance their performance. So you can use AI in this particular domain. Similarly, cricket fan engagement. So as we say, like for gods, devotees are equally uh, worshipped. So similarly, fans are also important to the players itself. So we can create platforms using AI to make more content related to that fan itself. We can engage more fans, which help generate more work toward the cricket itself, which will get more engagement towards the cricket itself. Similarly, we can make predictions like whenever we are watching any kind of World Cup, any kind of cricket, we always make prediction like this team is going to win, this thing is going to happen, and so on. So you can make a prediction, you can make a AI assistance which will help in the prediction process of which team is going to win, where people can enjoy and engage more with the activities which you can play around using AI itself. Then we have injury prevention, where you are analyzing the health of the players to see how fit they are for the team, how fit they are for to play the game, and they can work on the improvement of bowling strategies, batting strategies, and so on. And finally, we came up with this idea of AI coach assistance also, where you can create assistance, where you are creating an AI powered assistance, which will help seeing the performance of a player to see and tell them like how they can improve their performance itself. Like how, if we talk about the bowling posture, if we are talking about the batting position and posture, so that is where the AI can also help them. So similarly, these are the few of the examples which we have come up with where you can explore the domain of this World Cup part itself. Now, but it's not limited to this part. The main focus is that you will be using AI, you will be using a data science and AI to leverage the power of this AI to enhance this Cricket World Cup itself. That is the main motivation. So you can come up with your own ideas, but the motive is that you should be using a AI itself. Now, these are few of the examples which will definitely help you to imagine the criteria which you can follow up. And when you'll be done with the project, you have to, these are the submission which you have to make, which includes your project title, like what you are working on. Then you have the project description, like what this project which you have created is giving you, or what is the output and so on kind of things. Obviously, theme is World Cup Wizard, which you have already discussed. And finally, with a GitHub repository, which will be having the README file, the code file, and all the required documents. Along with that, you'll be adding one more thing, which is the demo link. Now, that demo link, what will it show you? What will it give us is that that video will be showing you how you have done it, why you chose that particular project, which approach you followed, and how that walkthrough of the complete platform, like the platform which you have created, how it is working completely. So these are things which you will be submitting when you are working on the project, when you'll complete with the project, when you'll be done with the project. And there are some rules also, like already the rules are there, but that main rule is that you should be using a AI to in the project. You should be showing like how you can use AI to increase the World Cup experience itself. Then the second rule is that you can have maximum of three number of players, three number of members in a team itself. So these are two major rules which you have to follow strictly while submitting and creating this project. Then also do consider when you're submitting it, do make a check or functionality check that everything is working, the links which you're sharing is working, UI UX which you're providing, or the platform link which you're passing and providing us, that is easy to work with. That is called as a responsive design itself. Then we have also added some of the references which you can use, and also some reference data sets as well, which you can use to work on your projects. The link will be the this PDF link will be available in the description as well, and then you can go to this World Cup Wizard. That link is also available. Now, if you have any kind of questions and queries, you can also join our Discord community where where you can interact with all the participants which are into this World Wizard. And also, if you have any kind of questions and queries, you can ask the organizers also and mentors also for any kind of problems if you're facing into your project. And any kind of updates and newsletters will also be available, so you'll keep yourself updated with this project as it will be moving forward. So these are the rules which can again go through it once, and we have already discussed. Then after, when your project is done, the projects will be judged by our expert teams, which consist of Ashish, Rudransh, and Gaurav, which will be analyzing and evaluating your project on the criteria of how impactful your project is, how much impact it is giving in improvement and engagement enhancement of the World Cup experience itself. Then how well you have chosen the criteria, how well you have chosen the algorithms which you are implementing. Then finally, the UI UX developments, code quality, and the complete documentation itself. So these are the basis on which the judgment will be done. Finally, as I know that motivation for the World Cup itself is so much high that you don't need any other motivation, but we do have added some more motivation for it. So we have some prizes also. The first winner will be getting the 7,000 as a reward, the cash reward. Second one will be getting the 5,000 reward, and third one will be getting the 3,000 as a reward. And the next five will be getting the Geeks for Geeks goodies. And finally, again the next 10 will be getting access to all the courses. And also, let me give you one more news that we are coming up with a Geek for Geek week where you can access and get courses at a very discounted prices. So do check out the courses in the Geek week itself, which starts from 16th of October. So I'm looking forward that you all will be coming up for the same. So if you have any questions, please let me know. can comment in your questions, and if you have any other questions, you can pass it into the Discord community as well. The link will be shared in the description itself, so you can definitely go through it. And do hurry in the registration process, as it is limited to 31st of October, and we already have left done with the 7 days. So do register quick. Sure. So submission part will be done using, let me share the screen. So if you're talking about the submission rules, if we talk about, so submission will include some particular points. Let's go through it. So we have to submit 5 things. First is the project title itself, where you'll be defining what project you are working on. Then we have the description. Like description will have the basic idea, like how you're working on the project, why you have thought for it, and how the project will be flown within the 500 words limit itself. So it's just a brief description of a project. So if someone is seeing your project, they can understand like what you have done based on the description itself. Then we have the theme, which is defined, which is predefined as World Cup Wizard. And finally, like how you'll be sharing the code, that will be shared using the GitHub repository. Now, we have worked with the GitHub repository, so you can definitely share a link, and that link should be public so that it is easily accessible. Okay, so do not keep it as a private, then it will not be a useful for us. So kindly keep it as a public so that we can check out the repository itself easily. So it should have your README file, because when you implement a project in a real-time process, as this is for your new experience, it will give you a good experience for it. So you need to keep the README files so that it will show like how the code has been structured in the repository itself. When you provide a README file, it will give you a brief of which all things you have worked on, all the description part also, and the structure of the code itself, which is very important part if we talk about from the industrial perspective. Then obviously the code files will be there. Then we have the video link. Now let's talk about a video link in detail a little more. So obviously when you're talking about a video link in this, so as the points I've mentioned, few of the points are already mentioned, that introduction to the topic selected. So you have to introduce the topic which you have worked on, and why you have chosen it, how it will be impacting the experience which you have talked about, like the improve the experience of the World Cup, how it will be enhancing it, how it will be impactful to that. That is something which you have to explain. Then the platform which you have created, that AI model which you have created, that you have to walk through it, that this is how my model, this is how my project, that my platform, this is how it is working out. You have to show us with the results, that so that it will be easy to evaluate. You'll be demonstrating it, showing the process, the use cases for it, and user interaction, finally the conclusion. So this is all the things and parameters you'll be adding into your video link, so that it can be easily understood by our judges that what you have done and what was the idea behind that particular project itself. It will give us the clarity of your vision, because vision also does matter, because when you're talking about data science project, it's all about you're exploring the data. Now data is, it's like a stack only, but how you're structuring it, how you're making possibilities out of it, that is something which comes from your vision itself. So we are trying to develop that vision part in you also. And after finally, this are the submissions which you are going to make. I hope that is clear now. Any other questions if someone have? Okay. So if you have any other further questions after, even after registering, if you are facing any kind of issues in the registration process, you can go through the Discord community. Just click over there, join the Discord, and we can just get started with that. You can ask your doubts. Thank you. That's all.